Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. God bless you all. My sister and my leader at Munapat, Econ Zone, and then Sister Redeem, my sister's daughter. How are you? God bless you. I'm Dr. Henry Njansan. I came to Ecom, for the festive period to see how the environment is, also know how the business is faring, and then just a stroll to my sister's place. I heard there was a striking testimony which I've not been able to be aware of. So this time I would like to hear it direct from my sister. I heard something happened to Redeem, that our product at Neonapat rescued, even when the hospitals couldn't do so. So I'd like my sister to give us that information direct.
Okay, compliment to the season, my viewers all over. I want to say a very big welcome to my brother who came all the way from Calabar with his family to visit us. I want to also say welcome to my sister here at Amba Egba, who is also present here for this visit. In fact, she was actually around when this incident happened. Well, to the glory of the Almighty God, I want to, for the benefit of those who were not able to view my reel when I gave this testimony, I want to say that God did something very, very, very great in our lives and in the life of Baby Redeem here. She is a living testimony. It is not a story. Just like other people will say, it happens under my nose. This one happened just right here, you know. So it's not a story. It's not a kind of film trick, you know. So precisely in the month of August, third week of August, this baby here was bitten by a dog at State Housing. So when she came back, I saw her, perspiring. I saw her sweating, and she was shaking. And she was shouting, "Mommy, my leg is hurting, my leg is hurting." And I said, "What happened?" She said, "A dog bit her." And I said, "What?" So the father came, and then we took her to a closest pharmacist because it was already night. It was late, about past 7. We took her to the closest pharmacy to give her first aid. And then the next day, when we discovered the dog was not on vaccine, so we were advised that we should start anti-rabies vaccine immediately. And that was what we did. Because what I got to know was that if we don't do it, in a few days, as in a couple of days, she will start backing.
Yes.
Since the dog is not on vaccine. And then at that point, there will be no remedy. So my dear people, my dear viewers, we started the vaccine immediately the next day. We took the first dose. According to the doctor, it's supposed to be 7 doses. We took the first dose. After the third day, we took the second dose. On the 7th day of that incident, precisely 7th day, she had a very serious rigor at night. I mean, when I say rigor, in short, it's beyond my explanation. You know, the bed, I laid with her on the bed. My bed was vibrating. I was sleeping. I was fast asleep. So the bed was vibrating. So when I was just waking up gradually, I discovered she was the one shaking. My dear, what I saw was too terrible. Her eyes gushed out. Her teeth were jammed together, and then her hands were folded, and her legs. And then her color became pale just that night. And then, my dear, she was so hot. I started shouting, "Jesus, Jesus, Jesus, somebody help Jesus." That was how we rushed her to the hospital that night. Early hours of the morning, that was 2 a.m., we got to the hospital. She was placed on injections, placed on drips. She was given medications. The rigor kept on. My dear, they will open water, pour on her. The rigor was still very high. The fever was still very high. Even on that medication, I kept on believing God and praying. The next day, what happened? In short, what actually demoralized me the more was that right in the hospital, with the treatment and everything, the next day, this girl started stooling blood. She was stooling blood. She started stooling blood. So I told the doctor, see what I experienced. And she was vomiting. The doctor had to prescribe another medication again for her. But it couldn't help. They were prescribing, but it couldn't help. This girl stooled blood for 2 good weeks and 3 days. It got to a point where she could no longer walk. She could no longer stand. I would carry her. She was not eating.